Hold it. Okay.
Two compadros talking about film. Anyway, what's up? We saw Oppenheimer last night, and best movie of the year, in my opinion. Well, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, that's the only other movie I've seen this year is Sisu, so,
I forgot we saw that.
Yeah, that was a really good movie, but,
It's like World War II, John
both
Wick.
World War II movies. Think about it.
Yeah.
You're going at the same time.
I was thinking, this is technically Nolan's second World War II movie. You think Dunkirk?
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm stupid. Dunkirk's World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you could watch that and be like, oh crap, Oppenheimer's in the movie.
Yeah. He gets referenced in Tenet.
Huh?
He gets referenced in Tenet.
Does he?
Yeah. They talk about, they're kind of talking about, entering this brave new world of science, in Tenet, when they start, going backwards through time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I have to rewatch it.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Yeah, I've seen parts. It was good. I definitely liked, upon first viewing, I liked Oppenheimer more. I liked it just because it was this more of a straightforward movie where I left Tenet being like, what just happened? I liked it.
Yeah.
I was kind of, I don't
Tenet was a bit too much. Tried to be a bit too smart, I think.
Yeah, I think, too smart. I'll definitely rewatch it, but when it comes to music, he brought, I don't know if we talked about this last night, but Ludwig Göransson, he did he's the composer, he did The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's done some of the Creed movies, he did the Black Panther stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He did Tenet, which is great, and he brought him back for this movie, and the score was fucking awesome.
Really, yeah, you listen to the score, that's a big part of why you feel the tension in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's
the build up.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
It kind of reminded me of Dunkirk. I feel like it was all ticking.
Yeah, well, usually usually he's always with Zimmer.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of like the pairs. He reuses a lot of same actors, but then also it's like Tim Burton always uses Danny Elfman most of the time, and Zimmer's done most of Nolan's stuff. I think Nolan did. It wasn't James Newton Howard, I don't think, but he's also great. But there was some dude he did his first two movies, in Memento. That's a good score. But I will say, this is his first movie that's not with Warner Brothers in a hot minute. You notice
really?
That? Well, it said Universal at the beginning,
right?
Because in 21 they did the semi-release on Max and in the theater at the same time.
Yeah.
Remember they did that, and then that because we could have watched Tenet on Max and he was fucking pissed because it's Nolan.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of he went over to Universal. But, it's good stuff. I'm trying to think. I don't know, did you notice the lady that sat next to me in the movie?
I know there was a lady sitting next to you.
No, but it was kind of weird. She kept moving around, and she got up in the middle of the film and then never came back. It was weird, and my foot got caught on her dress, and it's kind of she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
I remember that.
It was a little weird. It was kind of huh? Or she got bored. But she was sitting, when I bought the tickets, that seat was open. There was no one there. I wonder if she snuck in and just
could be, yeah.
Watch the movie. So we went, Barbenheimer. Barbie's also great. I did the review. I like Barbie. That's the funniest movie of the year. It's, I guess, it's commentary, but also it makes fun of itself, So some of the themes in there don't bother me just because it's also being funny. But there were so many people leaving the theater when we were watching Barbie. It was packed. It was so much pink. Well, you noticed. There's just.
Oh, well, like you said, I thought you meant while you're watching it.
Oh, no. Well, I guess both. It's packed.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Oppenheimer was good shit. See, that and Spider-Man so far are... Yeah. I kind of totally forgot Oppenheimer was coming out in a way.
A little bit. I mean, it didn't have the same marketing for it as Barbie. All the memes with Barbie too. But there was some Oppenheimer memes.
Barbenheimer.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I saw one the other day where it was when you go see Oppenheimer opening night and you're the first row, the 70 millimeter IMAX screen.
Oh yeah.
And when the nuke goes off, it's just
or the ones where it's
you're watching
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. No, I highly recommend. I would give it's hard because so far right now, I think the best 3 films of the year for me is going to be this, Spider-Man, and then Dune looks amazing. And then as a Zack Snyder fan, Rebel Moon, I'm excited for that.
Right.
But right now, those 2 are my favorite, but you can't really compare them because, like, I went on with no expectations for Spider-Man, and that's why it, like, blew me away so much because it was I didn't expect it to be that good.
Well, it was just a really great movie overall.
Not that I didn't think it was going to be bad because I loved the first one was amazing, but it's just amazing. It was I don't know. I was busy at the time, and I was so pumped up for the Flash coming out. It's Spider-Man was on my mind, so I went and it blew me away. While I was going into Oppenheimer, I knew it was going to be good because it's Nolan.
Right.
I think 2 different experiences were like, I knew Oppenheimer was going to be good, and it was. I knew it was going to be amazing. It was amazing. Where Spider-Man, I just didn't go in thinking anything. I was blown away just because, like, I mean, that movie was also fantastic, but I think it's because I went in not really thinking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess same thing is like, I guess I compare it to is like, you know, it's nowhere near as good as those 2 movies, but Han Solo, because Star Wars has been. I went there so slow, patient, enjoyed it. Han Solo's in this movie.
Yeah.
I whispered over to you. I'm like, that's the dude who plays the
right.
Han.
I can kind of see it after you said it.
Yeah, there's so many actors in this movie. That's like, there's these big name actors. The guy, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, but the dude who we were talking about last night. I can't remember his name. The guy who played Freddie Mercury. He got the Oscar.
Oh yeah, Rami Malek.
Yeah, he's in the movie, but he's literally like this big time Oscar winner actor, and he's in like less than a 2-minute scene. You're like, wait, was that who I thought it was? And then he pops up at the end for like another 2 minutes for like a fantastic scene. That's kind of like just all these people just wanted to work with Nolan, man.
Yeah,
but it's good.
Oh, I mean, people just. When you got like such a generational director like Nolan, you know, people are going to want to come work with him. I think that's one of the reasons. You can look at why his films are so good. You know, he's such an A-list cast every time.
Oh yeah, and he's just making. I mean, he's one of the last kind of, like, I guess, arteurs of film when it comes to just making an artistic movie. Like there's still a lot. Like I'd say different. Like what we talked about last night. We saw this like. Already last night, we're tired and stuff. We talked about this more often, but I just threw the idea like, oh, let's record whatever. But where's this? I remember we briefly mentioned. I would say I told this is controversial. I'm not saying I like it more than these movies, but honestly, I think this might be like when it's just pure film. I think this is his like best film.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that because I mean it was very good. Yeah. But there are a few times where the pace was a little sluggish for me.
It's long.
Versus if I watch something like Dark Knight or Inception.
Oh yeah,
it's like a thrilling all the way through.
Yeah.
You got great acting, great music.
Yeah. Well, I still like those movies more. I mean, from like just a film like trying to be a magnum opus kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I think from the artistic side, like this could be like his best like. This is by far his most like character driven, I'd say.
Yeah.
Where like you look at this, it's nothing but dialogue, and then you watch like Dunkirk, and there's like maybe like 5 lines in the whole movie.
Yeah, quite contrast.
I like this way more than Dunkirk, though. I thought Dunkirk's not bad, but it's just kind of like after I saw it, it's kind of like
yeah, it's a good movie.
It's good. It's just not.
Right.
You know, I guess you could tackle. He's one to tackle every genre, and I think he has, except like hardcore sci-fi and then horror.
I'd say Interstellar is pretty hardcore sci-fi.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, never mind. Yep.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't really done romance either, though.
You should make a romance horror movie.
Rom-com.
Would be like a horror-medy.
What?
Well, rom-com.
Oh.
But then, like, if you make this, you make like
horror
a mix.
comedy?
Yeah, horror comedy.
It's like Scream?
Yeah, I guess. I feel like, dude, what if Nolan made a Scream movie? That'd be kind of crazy.
That'd be interesting. I don't know.
Weird. Now, yeah. I think what I meant is, like, the Dark Knight trilogy, I still like, well, and saying this is the biggest Batman fan of all time, I know, he's your favorite too. I've liked The Dark Knight Rises less and less every time I've seen it.
Yeah,
I think
it doesn't stand up as much over time as compared to the other two.
I mean, it's still good, but I've catch it, dude. There's this action scene. You know the action scene when they're fighting on the roof? Like, Batman saves Catwoman, and then, like, Bane's slowly walking up when they're fighting all those dudes before, like, they jump off onto his bat plane, whatever. There's this dude. If you pay attention, he's in the left frame. They're fighting, and he never goes up to attack Bale and Catwoman. He never like gets up to them, but then he knocks him. He just like falls on the ground and he's knocked out. Like it's a mistake in the movie. Like I have to show you. It's a mistake in the action scene where the guy doesn't even get hit or punched. But like as much as I love Nolan, I will say hand-to-hand combat is his weakest part of his movies.
Could be. Yeah.
Well, it's just kind of like you compare like his Batman movies are like probably the greatest comic book films of all time. That's another debate. I mean, The Dark Knight's still
I don't think it's
up
much
there.
of a debate, but
Yeah. I mean, no, they're definitely some of the greatest. But it's just kind of like you watch like his fight scenes, and then you watch like the warehouse Batman scene from BVS, or even some of the Pattinson stuff, and it's like those are. I'm not saying those are better movies than the Nolan movies, but they're just better action scenes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like this. I like those movies more. I like Inception more, Interstellar more, The Prestige more, Memento more. But I'm just saying that's like just a film, like, I don't know how else to say it or explain it, but just like pure film, like art house film. I'd say this is his best when it comes to that. But yeah, Dark Knight's still my favorite.
Yeah, I'm to stick with Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's hard. I'd say Dark Knight, and then probably Batman Begins just because Batman guy, but then I'd say Inception after that.
Yeah, I'd probably go Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll close it off. But out of 5, what would you give this?
I'd give it like out of 5.
I'm gonna give it 5 because it was amazing.
Yeah, if I had to go out of 5,
A
I'd
plus.
say 5. If I had to go out of 10, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, definitely A plus.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, good shit.
All right.
Oh. Anyway.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.